The results of a private autopsy done on Renee Good sheds more light on the fatal shooting carried out by an ICE agent in which, well, a single bullet likely ended up killing her. Now, when the story first broke, all of the...
It's not that interesting of a story. We know why she died. This is not a whodunit. I mean, this is like we saw it. And yeah, the autopsy showed that a bullet killed her. You don't say.
Reports indicated that she was shot in the face 3 times, but this autopsy makes clear that that wasn't the case. Now, the autopsy shows that Good was shot at least 3 times, sustaining wounds to her head, arm, and breast. 2 of the gunshot wounds were not immediately life-threatening, the autopsy found. 1 bullet struck Miss Good on her left forearm. Another bullet entered her body in the right breast, but did not penetrate major organs.
Why are you saying this like it's at all riveting or compelling or interesting or relevant to anything? Like, what point do you think you have by telling us the path of the bullets? Who cares?
Now, more damningly, a 3rd bullet struck her on the left side of her head near the temple, the autopsy said, and exited on the right side of her head.
Oh, it didn't exit on the left side? It didn't come in on the left side and then exit through the left side? Fascinating. Thank you for that.
That's the one that killed her. That was the shot from the side of the SUV.
Oh, okay. So unfortunate and sad, yeah, but not the point. And they know this is not the point. They know that this is 0.7 seconds removed from her running into a guy with her car, which is the whole thing. That's the whole point of the story. Now, they know that they have to lie about that. Anna is about to lie about that, and she's trying to do so in a definitive way. She's like, look, this is canon. This is for the lore. Are you ready? Here's the new rules, guys. You take notes. Ready? She didn't hit him. Why? Because I'm saying so. Oh, no, the New York Times says so. Watch
and
this.
Private citizens to, provide medical assistance. He's a fascist. What's being carried out is indicative of a fascist regime. The ICE agents are the brown shirts.
I mean, I joke about this. It is a joke, but like to call anybody a Nazi, like there's a thing of all my political enemies are Hitler or a Nazi. We're watching that. This is Godwin's law, but it's just so retarded. No, they're not the fucking brown shirts. You don't even know what that is. It's just hyperbolic nonsense, and it's indicative of the fact that they just simply want villains in their lives. And so, okay, you guys are the brown shirts. What the fuck? What does that make you, Anna? You're Anne Frank? What the hell?
So at this point, he's a fascist. What's being carried out is indicative of a fascist regime.
Oh, right. Because whenever you have like force being used by a federal state, that's fascism. Nope. Every government on earth has this. So like the word fascism means nothing. Please refrain from using it. You have misused it, roughly 1 billion times. So they just want to say, look, you're just like the Nazis. Everything is the Nazis. We're against the Nazis. That makes us right. Why are you right? Because we're against the Nazis. Who are the Nazis? You are. Okay, so let me just reverse engineer. This whole thing is for you to lazily say I'm in the right because I'm fighting Nazis? Kind of. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing.
All right, we got into that debate. I said he's authoritarian, but I wouldn't call him a fascist because he's not a guy who's driven by ideology. He's not driven by the ideology of fascism. No, this is fascism. Anyway, continue.
Oh, you're right. You're fighting fascism. Are you anti-fascist? Are you Antifa? Whoa. It's almost like you've built your entire worldview off literally nothing. A lie, a fabrication, and a LARP. It is fucking cringe and embarrassing and fake and gay.
It doesn't really matter if you call it authoritarian or fascist, in my opinion, right? So the bottom line is, he wants to
God, what a sweaty, bulbous, putridly looking human being this is. Okay, so like, let me fast forward because I just can't take the sight of it. But Anna has some proof. She's about to just launch into just some devastating evidence. Watch this.
About the definitive proof that the ICE agent,
the brown shirt,
Jonathan Ross, who shot and killed Renee Good,
in self-defense, forgot that part, okay?
Did not actually get hit by the car at all.
Whoa. Did not. get hit by the car. Wow, look at Anna. Look at that smug, cunty face she has. Oh my God, she knows something we don't know. She's holding something up her sleeve.
At all.
Whoa, didn't happen, guys. Didn't happen. You have video of it, but apparently it didn't happen. Interesting. How does one get from being in front of the car to being pushed aside? Is he moonwalking? Even moonwalkers, you could see them like propelling the moonwalk. You can't moonwalk with 2 feet at the same time. I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like the car hit him, Anna, but maybe I'm wrong.
So let's show you the evidence. The New York Times poured over all the videos that are available.
The New York Times, What'd they come up with?
Looked at everything and put...
Look at this. NYT analysis finds Renee Good's car did not hit ICE officer. This is earth-shattering news. My assessment of this was completely wrong. Thank God we have Anna and her journalisming to come in here and correct it.
Together an analysis. The analysis is available on YouTube if you want to check it out, but I'm going to show you the 2 parts that are most relevant. Okay. Starting with the first part.
Oh, so we're trusting you. You're editing this clip. So this is already through the lens of the New York Times. What's their agenda, by the way? Okay, forget that. But you are now selectively editing what the New York Times put out, and we're going to trust you because you're a good person? Right. You're fighting the brown shirts. Got it.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Here, the agent's cell phone footage shows he's moving directly in front of the SUV.
This is interesting. Okay, here's how I would analyze this. The lesbian driving the car is now looking at the officer. She is seeing that there's an officer in front of her car. Now she's faced with a dilemma. What to do? Should I accelerate? Should I put the car in drive? There's a guy blocking the car. I might be in trouble now. I'm breaking the law, and they told me to get out of the car. That's not going to go well for me, I don't think. But I don't know. Let's see if the New York Times mentions that she sees a man in front of her car.
As it's reversing and rotating towards him, initiating a 3-point turn apparently to leave. Law enforcement officers are trained to avoid doing this because...
So now he is criticizing the victim, the person that she's about to hurl this car into. But apparently we're in the process of being disproven on that claim, and none of this happened. It's convenient that we do have the viewpoint of the guy who was hit by the car. And do you see that he's filming the entire hood of the car? What do you think happens when a car accelerates and this is the vantage point from the person who was hit by the car? This is proof that he was hit by the car.
As it puts them in danger and often leads to the use of force against drivers.
Right, because the driver decided to use force against the guy in front of the car. And this is a side issue. No one's saying that it should be protocol to stand in front of a car of someone you're arresting. The highway patrol don't do this. Regular cops don't do this. ICE should be instructed not to do this. This is a side point and totally irrelevant to this. Okay, it's completely irrelevant.
The cell phone is focused squarely on Miss Good.
Well, kind of. She's in the top of the frame. The bulk of the frame is her massive SUV.
Looks down, shifts...
No. She looks down. You forgot to say she looked up. Go back. She is looking up. Look. She's looking right at the person in front of her. She is looking at him. You have avoided that because that will underscore and highlight the fact that she is responsible with her deadly weapon, her vehicle, to not drive it forward. She cannot now do that, or she will be held responsible for it. Either legally, civilly, financially, or she will force this guy to defend his life. So for him to just say, look, I'm not going to mention that she sees the guy. Originally, I thought, to give her the benefit of the doubt, I thought she might have just been looking to her left and looking at the officer coming at her door. That's not the case. She saw this man.
The cell phone is focused squarely on Miss Good. She looks down, shifts into drive, and begins turning to the right.
And look, her eyes just looked up again and directly made eye contact with Jonathan Ross. So she's looking right at us. The car is pointing at us. She's clearly not going to make this turn without clipping this dude. And she clipped the dude.
Away from the agent.
Okay. She's trying to graze through him. I mean, he's still in front of the car here.
Cut to this high angle and...
Now watch this. This is the angle that confirms that she hit him with the car. They play it through once in full speed, once.
Zoom in. We can make out the agent's body and
the reason that they're trying to stagger the presentation of this is because to play it through at full speed is incriminating. And to play it multiple times at full speed, it confirms it beyond a shadow of a doubt. If you can pause every split second, then you're slowing down the impact of it, literally. You're like, look at this freeze frame, look at this freeze frame. And it's like, dude, we could see what you're doing here.
his arm filming. We can also see at the same time, he's beginning to lift his other arm. On these cameras, we can see what's happening around Agent Ross. The other agent is yelling orders and reaching into Miss Good's SUV. Her front tire spins as she continues turning right.
What do you mean her front tire spins? Do you realize the front tire does not have consciousness? It doesn't just do things on its own. She hit the gas. Like, the verbs used are so passive. They are so distancing. Such a smoking gun that they are guilty of the lie of omission. She made her front tire spin by hitting the accelerator and running into Jonathan Ross. Like, dude, you could try to bullshit your way through this, but like, that is crazy that he's like, the front tires are spinning. Okay, yeah, she made them spin.
Agent Ross is at least a few feet away from Miss Good's SUV.
Okay, agreed.
He does not appear to move out of the way.
Not the point. Wait a minute, she doesn't have the right of way here. She's committing a crime and she's being arrested. Okay, like, to put the onus on him, it's your job to get out of the way. Hey, well, Devin, did you rape the girl? No, I was just naked thrusting around completely erect. She didn't get her vagina out of the way. Don't blame me. No, we will blame you, actually.
Okay, so you see how far he is from her vehicle?
Yeah, he was a couple feet away at the time, not the point. She drove her car into him.
As, by the way, she's pulling back and turning to
not the point.
Obviously flee.
Right. But in her fleeing, she hit a man with her car, endangering his life. So I love how comfortable they are discussing everything but the critical point. So she's obviously trying to flee. Right. In fleeing, like, the drunk driver was obviously trying to get home. Like, that's why they were driving down that road. They were going home. They had had a fun night at the club. They had had a bunch of drinks. As they went through the intersection, yes, they ran a red light and they hit someone, but they're trying to get home. Okay. Incredible.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Now, the next video is going to show you whether or not Ross got hit with her SUV.
Okay, Anna, let's watch that one. Let's watch it. Let's find out. Was he hit? Let's see. I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong.
Let's watch.
Let's see.
This is also the moment many
frame by frame
have said looks like Agent Ross getting run over.
Right, he is getting run over. He is being hit by the car. The car is currently connected to his body, hitting him. But when you did it frame by frame like that, it doesn't look so bad.
And it does when watched at full speed.
But you're not going to play it at full speed. Oh, you did once. There it is. One time at full speed. Do it again.
Agent Ross getting run over. And it does when watched at full speed.
Right. Okay, so he's hit by the car. Okay. Wait, Anna, this is your evidence he wasn't hit by the car? Is a video of him being hit by the car. Let's run this. Here's the video. Here it is. Let's watch it a couple times. Yeah, that's a guy getting hit by a car. Yeah. Let's just sit with this. Let's not go frame by frame. He's being hit by a car. Yeah. You know, the car went right through him. He is pushed. He did not teleport. He did not move both of his feet. His feet don't even leave the earth. And he's moved because the car pushes right through him. He was in front of the car accelerated, it hit him. I mean, there's no other way to look at this. That is a man being hit by a car. And so Anna's sitting here, bold lie. It's a big lie. Oh, there's a genocide in Gaza. Just go big with the shit. If they're willing to lie about a genocide, you don't think they're willing to lie about this? Of course, simple.
But looking more closely, we can see in multiple angles that there's a visible gap between the vehicle
and what? between the vehicle and Jonathan Ross?
His legs.
Oh, his legs. Well, yeah, he is tripoding on the car and he's putting his hand on the car. The car doesn't hit his legs. It hits his torso. It hits his chest, his gut. So look at the angle of Jonathan Ross. Wait a minute. Did you just shift the goalpost? Are you saying if it doesn't hit his legs, it doesn't hit him? That is what you're implying by saying, look, there's space between his legs and the car. Yeah, not between his chest and the car. He's on the hood of the car. The car just hit him. His legs are back at an angle. This is crazy. They do it again. So now there's two new criteria that you have to meet in order to be hit by a car. The car has to hit your legs. Now, first of all, the car is huge and the hood of the car goes up. Jonathan Ross is not a tall guy. It goes up and hits him in his torso.
Indicating his feet are positioned.
The car is touching right there. The car is hitting him. What the fuck? Look at him. His body is being contorted by the car impacting him. And they're sitting here going, but look, there's a distance between his foot and the tire. So is he being hit by the car? The fuck? And Anna, the monstrous idiot that she is, has presented this fucking video and has stared you and has looked you in your eye and said, this is proof that the car didn't hit him. Anna, the car is hitting him right here. Thank you for drawing my attention to the fact that his legs, there's a gap between his legs and the car. Where's the gap between his chest, waist, pelvis, and the car? Oh, that's right. They're being impacted by the car. It's so crazy.
Outside the SUV's path.
He just got hit by a car.
Outside the SUV's path. Legs. Indicating his feet are positioned outside the SUV's path.
How do you think his left and right leg went backwards at the same time?
Indicating his feet.
Look at the bottom left right here. Look at this.
Are positioned outside the SUV's path.
How do you think he propelled himself backwards like that? Do you realize to walk you have to like lift a leg? And like, his body was angled in such a way he should not have just teleported backwards. Okay, the reason he did that is because he was hit by a car. And now these motherfuckers have the nerve. I don't give a fuck who you vote for, what you believe in. Actually, I do care what you believe in. If you believe that this video is not a woman hitting a man with a car, okay, that's where I'm personally drawing the line. And no, I will not be bullshitted on this. This is absolutely crystal clear that he was hit by this car. But now there's a new standard. Watch this.
The agent's left hand is still against the vehicle and gripping his phone.
Against the vehicle? Dude, the car is impacting his midsection right now. And he's simply not mentioning it. As if it's not happening. As if it's not on your screen right now.
We see as he fires, it's recording the clouds and the trees overhead. It's not because the agent is knocked to the ground.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's the new criteria. Unless you are knocked to the ground, you're not hit by a car. Why did you say he wasn't hit? Why did you just mention he wasn't knocked to the ground? As if that matters? Wait, the phone was clearly dislodged because he's being hit by a car. You don't have to be prone on your backside to have been hit by a car. It's like, I mean, literally, this is so retarded. Hey, here's a video of a guy punching someone in the face. Yeah, but did they punch him in the face? The guy wasn't on the ground afterwards. Well, yeah, but you could be punched in the face and not fall to the ground. Yeah, okay, I guess, technically. So why did you just say, look, the guy wasn't on the ground? You said that as if to suggest that he has to be on the ground if he's hit by a car. Just like a second ago, you're saying you have to hit someone's legs in order to hit them with your car, even though the guy's chest is right up on the hood of your car. And his legs are splayed back at an angle, as if leaning on the hood of the car and being pushed back. His body is in contact with the car. And you're sitting here trying to dive into the minutia of bullshit of like, which body part of his was hit by the car? As if that distinction matters in the slightest.
The other angle shows he's still standing, continuing to maintain his grip on his phone and his gun.
Okay, so what? Again, let's continue the insinuation of that statement. If you are still standing, that means you're not hit by a car. Is just kind of a thought that was just put out there. Utterly fucking moronic and stupid. You could be hit by a car, get thrust and pushed backwards and glance to the side, clipped by this car, remain standing, and still have been hit by the car. So what the fuck are we talking about right now?
And we see a clear and growing gap between his body and the SUV.
Yeah, because he was hit by the car. Thanks for showing me that now there's a gap after he's hit by the car. Brilliant. Hey, you know, the guy, I punched you in the face with my fist, but after I punched you in the face with my fist, there was a growing gap between my fist and your face. Yeah, because you punched me in the face with your fist.
As he fires a second shot and a third.
Look at her. She just saw that, and the asymmetrical nostriled neck-veined bitch is about to explain to us that this is proof that he wasn't hit by the car. The fuck?
So he was never hit by the SUV.
What? What? Okay, I mean, but like, look at the smug, self-satisfied look on this idiotic fucking fidget's face. This Jew-hating cunt is sitting here looking at you with her demented, dopey-ass fake blonde hair and telling you, listen to me. It's proof that this dude wasn't hit by a car because he didn't fall down and the car didn't hit his legs. Point of order, the video shows him being hit by a car. Hit in his chest, in his waist. His body is hit by a car. Him not falling down is indicative of fucking nothing. Now, none of that's going to be mentioned. And with this soulless, dead-eyed stare, this Armenian hook-nosed bitch is going to tell you that what you saw isn't real.
And the shot that actually ended up killing her was one of the last shots to her head, as he was already to the side of her vehicle.
Right, so 0.3 seconds later. Okay, but that's not why you did this video, because you did it to explicitly lie about the car hitting him, because you know that the guy standing in front of the SUV, she saw him standing there, she drove right through him, didn't give a fuck, that car hit him, he had the right to defend himself, he had the right to 1 second of defense. So your entire case is busted and just dead on arrival. And you know that, which is why you had to come up with a comically retarded lie, which is that she didn't hit him with the car. How sad. What a sad, ridiculous state of affairs it is, that these people have to lie and live in a non-reality, a universe that doesn't exist. And even with video, you'd think it's like, I mean, think of the shameless shit people have gotten away with when there wasn't a video, when there wasn't eyewitness accounts. I mean, they're just lying up a storm. They'll lie about anything. But we're talking about an incident that just happened, and we have it on video from multiple angles, and they're still going to lie to your face. And it comes down to the one point. Did she run into this man with her car? If yes, defense justified. If no, defense not justified. So what do? They lie to your face. Now, the sad truth is there's a subset of people that are so gullible, so deluded, so wanting to hate on Trump, federal agents, police, white men. They are so thirsty to do that they will believe anything. They have no personal integrity. They don't care about living in reality or not. They don't give a shit. When has that ever helped them? Reality sucks. So they just completely and ignorantly lie, openly. It is the most shameless and dishonorable thing imaginable. And Anna's just gleefully doing it, like the dumb, insufferable wench that she is.
You know what depresses me, Anna, is that part of...
here's a projection. So these people are so biased and tribal and politically hateful of the brown shirts, the boogeymen, that they twist their entire worldview. They lie about reality because of their political animus.
She's a white liberal. though. She's a white liberal woman, so it's okay, right? It's okay.
Yeah, and that's another projection. No one cares that she's a white liberal. She could have been anybody. Could have been anybody in that car. And we would have the exact same reaction. The exact same. What wouldn't be the same is if the white male ICE agent had been anybody but a white male. She would not have accelerated her car. And you guys wouldn't be up at arms. Because they pass on story after story. If it doesn't suit them, they're not going to talk about it. There's countless stories of fucked up people doing fucked up things that they avoid because I can't flex on a white man. I don't want to talk about that.
She's a white liberal woman, so it's okay. That's one of the arguments that I've seen all over the internet.
And a lesbian.
No one's saying that. We're talking about strict self-defense, about if you get run over by an SUV, you're allowed to defend yourself. That's it. It has nothing to do with their identity. For you guys, it has everything to do with her identity, his identity. That's why you're talking about it in the way that you are. And everyone fucking knows that if the situation were reversed, they would not talk about it in the same way. These are the same people that failed on Kyle Rittenhouse. Failed for years. On Kyle Rittenhouse, Breonna Taylor, they failed. They have no idea about self-defense. They know who is the bad guys in Breonna Taylor. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Kyle Rittenhouse, and this Renee Good situation. In every one of those cases, it was a white male defending themselves. And they fucked it on everyone. Why? Because Ahmaud Arbery is black, fuck white men. Breonna Taylor is black, fuck white men. Fuck the white male police officer who was shot in the fucking femur by her drug-dealing boyfriend. Well, he's a black after all. And fuck the ICE agent, or fuck Kyle Rittenhouse, he's a white. And after all, the pedophiles and the lefties who were attacking him, I mean, there was a mixed group. Some were black, some were white, but they're all lefties. They're all pro-Black Lives Matter. They're on our side. Those are our guys. So fuck him. He's not one of us. Rittenhouse, fuck him. They were wrong on every one of those cases. And do you know what the commonality was? Those are simple, retardedly simple self-defense cases. Ahmaud Arbery, he attacked a guy with a gun. It's basic common sense. He approached the guy, grabbed his gun, and punched him in the face, and then got shot. In that order. He wasn't shot and then that happened. He grabbed the guy's gun, punched him in the face, then was shot. And you don't understand why that's self-defense? Kyle Rittenhouse, the guy grabbed his gun, Rosenbaum. Or skateboard man hit him with his skateboard, tried to concuss him. Or the dipshit who pulled a gun on him, got his arm blown off. That's why that's legit self-defense. Forget the identities of all these people. Breonna Taylor, guys coming in legal search warrant. Police, we're the police. Her fucking drug-dealing boyfriend pulls out a gun, shoots first, hits the cop. They fire back. You don't know why that's self-defense? The fuck? It had everything to do with the fact that it was a white male and that it was a figure of authority, a cop. So their disdain, their contempt for white men, especially white male police officers, they can't stand the shit. If you eliminated the identity, these are like open and shut, boring, yawn, next. There's nothing to see here. This is not even a iffy 50-50 call. It's 100% self-defense. They should not be national stories at all. But they love the narrative. Racism, poor black guy. They didn't do nothing. Rittenhouse, he was looking for trouble. He's a murderous, psychopathic right-winger. Ooh, if only that were the case. If only it wasn't self-defense and totally justified. If only they were the brown shirts. If only this guy was just murdering Renee Good for no reason. Well, it would have been for no reason had she not run over him. That would have been totally unjustified. You would have had a great case. It's just, damn it, that nagging one thing of her running into him. That happens to be the case. That happens to be reality. You happen to be wrong. But they're hell-bent on it. That doesn't matter. The desire to live in a fantasy world in which they're right and they're fighting an evil, it is so strong that we will go to absurd levels like this. Absurd. Totally absurd what they're suggesting. And the crazy thing is, there are legitimate fucked up things happening in the world. Injustice happening. Bad things happening. Wrong things happening. Honestly happening. Not me bullshitting it into existence. No, they actually exist. They don't cover it because they don't care about it. It doesn't suit them. The races and the gender, it doesn't line up perfectly. So the fact that a black man just got off for having intentionally killed an 84-year-old Asian guy running into him, he did this intentionally for no fucking reason, killed that man. He is going to walk out of jail. That is an injustice. That is something that is outrageous. Okay, they won't cover it. They won't riot about it. They won't protest about it. They don't give a fuck about it because they can't say fuck white men in that scenario, and they'd have to criticize a black guy. I mean, he is a murderer. He did kill a person of color, which I guess, that doesn't sit well with you, right? You could be upset about a murderer getting away with murder. That actually happened. They won't give a fuck because their number one desire is to shit on white men, rage against you. For your success in history, for your success current day, they hate everything about you. Your identity, they hate your identity so much that they won't even let you identify as the thing that they hate you about. So in other words, hey, white man, fuck you, I hate you because you're a white male. Hey, well, as a white man, see, you identified as one. You're a brown shirt, you're a Nazi. You think you're white? Well, I am telling you you're white. Fuck you for being white. But if you acknowledge you're white, and if you do it in a non-deprecating way, a way in which is not self-flagellating, then I will chastise you even more. That'll enrage me even more. If you present a neutral statement about your whiteness, let alone a positive one, good Lord, if you present a positive statement about who you are, that will trigger the fuck out of me, and I will demonize you even more. I will cancel you. I will label you. I will attack you. I am threatened by you. I hate you. Anna is filled with hate. Anna is filled with neck veins. Anna is filled with a cancerous energy that will lead to nothing but her decay, both moral and physical. She already is decayed. I mean, we're in a ludicrous situation already. Add it to the list. Add this story to the list of lies. The same pattern exists. I hope you can see it. Be ready for the next time and understand that whatever the next case is, you're not talking about that case. You think you are, you're not. That is just the latest chapter of a larger story, self-written fan fiction that these people are painting about the world so that they can position themselves in that made-up world and crusade against the made-up bullshit that they just made up. That is what is happening. This has been a public service announcement, and you're welcome.